Hello and welcome to another episode of Hooks and Dice. I'm Lila Croca. The windows tricked me today. I totally thought we had our first snow, but it was just foggy and it was frost on the ground. I demand a refund. We gained a new member, but lost one, unfortunately, in Quincy Hooks and Dice. I'm debating on about whether or not to set up a meeting this month or the next. The holidays are so tricky to set up around, and the one member who ever tried to come to the meetings left the group. I'm going to keep trying for the duration of the group's paid subscription, but if no one shows up, I'm closing the shop because I'm not going to shell out $70 every half a year for no one to ever show up to my group. So here's hoping that somebody will bring friends and magically show up, and I'm going to try advertising some more. I'm going to try a couple of different venues, try the public library for one. Um, and that might be tricky to schedule, but then again, it might not. People might be busy during the holidays, so they're not going to use the library as much. Here's hoping, as far as the community room goes. But the people that are signing up, like I have one, the newest one is from Hermiston, Oregon. Definitely aren't going to make it to any of our shows. Not shows, but meetings. So it would be nice if I could get the word out locally. And the library said that they will help hand out flyers and things like that to the meetings that show up. So maybe if I make a flyer, they'll hand it out to their patrons, and we can get a little more groundswell. So I still need to finish up the ponies for Michael before I finish the handbag and start the mermaid tail blanket because December is coming and I want to get those ponies to him before then. The sequins that I mentioned for the tail are not scale-like as I thought, but rings. They'll still do, but I can't use the scale mail technique because that would look weird. I read the pattern several times, and it looks like I'm going to have to read it a lot more because it's not a straightforward make the motifs, put them together kind of blanket. It's join as you go, so I can't just make all the motifs I need and then put it together. But I may just adapt the pattern myself, as I do with almost every pattern I come across, and make all the motifs anyway and put it together after that. Though if I can't follow what she's trying to do in the pattern, I may just wing it and do something else. It was only $5 for the pattern, so it's not a big loss if I can't use it. It's just a little disappointing because I looked at it and said, oh, that can't be hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for me anyway. It's supposed to be an expert level pattern, but just because of the joining. She says so in the pattern. It's just because of the way the motifs are being joined. So we'll see if I manage to make it work. If not, I'll just come up with something on my own because I really like the idea, and I'm thinking the girl who's going to get it will just love the blanket. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted. My Friday campaign is rolling again, and I think my players are getting more into the game. I was told this week it was a little tedious, but that happens whenever we have to take some time to play things out instead of moving right on after conquering someone. And John likes to sit in on a game now. It's a shame he just can't join us regularly. He is, however, joining my daughter and me in a Sunday campaign that we've just started. My daughter's having a little trouble taking the game seriously, and I think it's because she needs to play with a group of people her age. Things that she says and does don't fly as well with us as they would with the younger kids. We're all much older than her, and we don't like her horsing around as much as kids her age wouldn't mind. So, but she's agreed to straighten up and fly right, so we'll see if this game works out. I think having John with us will help her behave, because she'll have one more person to play off of and to build her character with. And, she's been told, if you're going to keep it up, you're going to be grounded. And she doesn't want to be grounded. That's, whoo, oh my gosh, to her. So, I hate to pull the grounded stick, but she made the commitment to play the game, so she needs to honor her commitments. I figured out why I take on so many projects and swap back and forth between them. There's a little bit of monotony in some of the work, so having something else to focus on for a bit helps keep me from getting burned out on crocheting. That isn't to say that I don't still get burned out, but it happens less frequently. the costumes for Michael's last two ponies are going to be tricky, but I do hope to get them done soon. And of course, I can't get them done until I make the ponies, so I better get a move on. But I'm kind of ponied out, so I'm working on the other things for now, the handbag and looking into the yarns. I'm going to use, grab the yarn here, this yarn for, I want to say, the main color of the tail. I haven't figured out yet exactly which motifs use the main color. So, like I said, if I end up making it up, that's going to be the main color. But the trim, I'm going between a yellow, an orange, and a pink that are similar to that. I think that's called bubblegum, that particular yarn. And so I'm going to try and find the pink, orange, and yellow that are closest to that and use those together with the variegated yarn on the tail blanket. This is what I'm talking about, the mermaid tail blanket. And hopefully I can find those colors. The yellow is a cinch. I have the yellow. It's the orange and the pink that I need to find. What I have are pinks and oranges that are too dark, or pinks and oranges that are too light. And by themselves, the orange and the pink would be fine with the bubblegum color, but together with the yellow, the three colors kind of just ugh. So I'm gonna try and find something closer, which of course means buying more yarn, which whew, I really need to work on lowering my stash, but you know, sometimes you just gotta buy new yarn. That's all there is to it. Anyway, I briefly considered closing my vlog this weekend because I don't have that many viewers, and I feel like only 3 of those viewers actually watch the show. But I was told that my vlog is really helpful for my DM, giving him different views on his campaigns that he runs. So as long as I'm not just chattering away into cyberspace for no reason, I guess I'll keep it up. I love my loyal viewers that I have, the ones that actually watch, and I appreciate you guys so much. So hang in there. Things will get better. They always do. And thanks for watching, and have a great day.